fact, the reason we're here and my topic tonight, right, is I want you to take advantage, take the most out of VCon. You're here only for a few days. There's going to be a la la rah rah music, but it's not what it's all about. VCon is trying to entertain you somehow so you won't get bored. But don't get lost in the entertainment. There are lessons that we want you to be taking home with you. You don't come across us on a daily basis. Most of you, probably first time you're meeting me, first time you're meeting a lot of the leaders, first time you're hearing about the company. Prior to that, you heard a lot of negativity about us, about who we are. So you're here to taste if we're spoiled food or not. You understand? You're here to smell, to touch, to listen, and check for your own whether we are the right thing or not for you. And this is very important because this is our first contact. And what opens up for you in VCon is an opportunity wherein you could actually connect with the people, connect with the company that you're going to be doing business with. Are you going to be doing business with us? Yes. We wish. That's the opportunity we have. We're going to be partners. Right? You're not going to be on that other side of the fence thinking we're going to solve your problems for you. Business, this business, you'll be your own business. This is your business. We are here to help. We are here to advise you. We're here to talk about challenges that they face, other leaders face, that you may be facing. Right? So you'll have an idea on how to solve a similar challenges that you might be facing. But we're never here. We're not here to do the work for you because it's just not possible. I cannot guide you every day on a day-to-day basis on how to solve your issues and problems. That's something that you have to do. But see, understanding must be there is that we're partners. You actually, starting today, you have access. You must be able to access the V. You must be able to access your upline, the company. You'll be meeting people at the booth. Get to know them. Because if you're going to be doing this business, should you not be knowing the people behind the business? So it's a great opportunity for you. So when you go back, you will have a basis to build your business. So what do we do now? So the question I'm asking, and the question you should be asking yourself, am I going to do this short term or long term? Because short term would be a different strategy. True? If you do this long term, it would be a whole different strategy. If it's long term, are you going to be rushing? Would you be doing shortcuts? Would you be cheating? Because it's long term. Would you be lying? Right? If you plan to see him tomorrow, or next week, next month, next year, you got to start telling the truth now. You understand? Because if you don't, you lie today, how can you see him tomorrow? You understand? So that the platform would be different. Now, my suggestion is that you build this business long term. This is like marriage. You know what I mean? You cannot have a one-day relationship. It must be long term. And even that relationship there's an up and down, You face challenges. On any partnership, we face different challenges, right? Different problems you face. But because you're there to stay, right? And it's not a one-sided thing. Oh, do this, I'll wait. And sometimes IRs do this. Oh, the company's problem. That's not my problem. No. Our problem is your problem. Right now, where do you start? Where do I start? Is this your first VCon? Yes. Okay, good. Good for you. Thank you for coming and attending. Where do I start? What do I do? What should I work on? These are the questions you should be asking yourself. And because you're not asking it, I'm going to tell you. You should ask these questions. Where should I begin? Basically, you begin with yourself. Don't forget this. Because see, most people, they think that success is possible without them. In fact, that's what most people are thinking. Other people are successful except myself. But in the word success, you is what makes it. Your success has nothing to do with me. So when we talk about success, if I talk about success with you, it must be about you. The question is, what are you going to be doing? What changes would you have to be making to be successful? That's the first question. Second is, are you willing to make those changes to be successful? Practical. True? Okay, so since it's about you, what do you think the changes that you have to be making? Don't look at your neighbor. Like for you, take for example, what do you think, what changes do you have to make right now? Just on the butt, what do you think you need? Huh? Okay, the thought process. Like what do you need to change as a person? What do you need to give up that you're doing right now that's somehow hindering your success? Just like right now, you might not even know there are certain things that you're doing that hinders you from succeeding. So then you must identify that. What are the things that's hindering me from succeeding? But see, to be self-critical is hard. Right? Like, no, there's nothing, I'm perfect. What will I change? There's nothing to change. I'm a perfect person. That's what at least all of us think. But see, all the things we need to change, the people around us are telling us on a day-to-day basis, but we don't listen to it. Do we have bad habits? A lot. We don't want to talk about it, right? But see, that's one problem too. If you don't want to talk about your bad habits, you'll never get rid of it. Because for you to be able to get rid of something, you must make a declaration to fight it. You must say, I'm going to give this up. And not just to yourself, but to the people that knows you, your friends, your family. You tell them, I'm going to give up smoking, for example. Can you say that? See, you cannot say it unless you really plan to give it up. Now, would it be helpful in your life to smoke, to drink, to take drugs, to gossip, to just watch TV the whole day, or what are the things? That you must identify, because I am just talking randomly, and that's something you have to identify when you're alone. So introspecting, right, beginning like what I was saying, we must begin with ourselves. We must introspect, reflect. Okay, what are the changes? Should I change my attitude? What's my attitude? Am I impatient on things? Right? Do I get easily angry? All right? I don't want to be told. I don't want to be corrected. Right? Then how can I partner? How do I make this? So the whole part of networking, the whole foundation of networking is based upon relationship. And we talked about that. The reason we have this for the last 20 years is because of the relationship I had with VJ, the relationship we had with our downlines, and we built that relationship solid. Even until today, that relationship is there. We have problems. We're not perfect. But we are able to resolve and not walk away. We resolve things. Now, for you to be able to do that, there's a lot of changes that you have to be making personally. I had to undergo changes. VJ undergoes changes. All the leaders that we have that's with us still today had to undergo some changes. So your willingness to undergo those changes pretty much is depending on you. Like I keep on saying, you won't really find a perfect person. It's hard to find. There's no perfect person. But you'll find someone who could easily correct their mistakes. And as if they're not making mistakes. Why? They made a mistake. As soon as they were told it's a mistake, they'll immediately resolve it and make it right, the mistake. Some people takes a week to change, to correct their mistakes. Some people takes a year to correct mistakes. Takes 10 years. Why? Because of their pride. Do you know this? That there are mistakes that you're still doing today. You never corrected it because it's your wife who told you or it's your mother who told you, and you're just too proud to accept. And you're doing it. And you know it's bad for you. And you're still continuously doing it. So the person who actually, we could say a perfect person, is someone he picks up, he was told, and he hears the rationale, this is a mistake, he immediately corrects it. And because he could correct mistakes like this, you cannot even see the mistake anymore. So the ability to change a mistake just like this depends on our whole attitude. So what are you doing here in VCon? You want to be inspired. You want to be inspired so that you can inspire the people. And who are the people you're going to be inspiring? Everyone you meet. You must be infectious. Everyone you meet, your wife, your husband, at home, your mother, your father, when they see you, they get inspired. Why would they get inspired? You're a completely new person that wants to make changes. But don't go there and say, hey, you have to change. Hey, you have to change. No. You change. You change first. You don't go, hey, you change. What's the famous saying? Be the change, huh? Be the change you want the world to see. Who said that? Mahatma Gandhi said that. It's true. It's true. So you must be that change. Now that's difficult, especially if you think you're already perfect. And if you think you're perfect, then everybody is just imperfect. But if you realize the imperfection of yourself, if you understand your own imperfection, your inabilities, your lackings, then you'll realize others have it. And you'll be more patient. You'll be more tolerant. You'll be more forgiving. Why? Because what if tomorrow you know what I mean? You'll be automatically, you'll be humbled. If you just see the imperfection in you, you'll be humbled. There's just no way you'll feel proud, or you try to, force yourself upon someone. And this is really, and people would see. And that's what I saw when VJ was signing me up, right? One day I said, hey, I'll sign up because I'm ready. Hey, now I want to join you, because it answered all my fears. Because I had fears, and I have people that has fears that has put upon me, and there's questions there, pyramiding, all of those things. I'm the last person who would want to attend a network marketing company at that time, because I also thought it's scam, it's a pyramid, for what I've heard. But see, all of those things that I've heard was not true. It's people who are ignorant, who did not understand what network marketing was all about. Now, are there many ignorant people in the world? Yes. And one of that is me. I was ignorant. So what did I have to do? I had to learn. I had to swim and find out what's the true here, what's the negative here, what's the positive, what's in reality. And not even the newspaper give us reality. There's just so many fake news. In fact, all of the news today, almost, it's just fake. People giving their own thing so they could sell the newspaper. Yeah? I want you to understand, get through you this, that there's a whole struggle that you're going to go through to be in any form of business, especially network marketing, especially QNet in India. It's a challenge. But this challenge will make you strong. We've been through it. You know the saying, the best sailors, where do they come from? Huh? Rough seas. Best sailors come from rough seas. You see a sailor, you would want to sail with someone who's been in a storm. You don't want someone who just graduated, never sailed out. They're going to be vomiting the whole time, right? So this is QNet. We've been in rough seas. So you want to join a ship? You want to join a network marketing ship? This is it. We have our scratch, we have our wound. This ship, battleship, has been and it's still alive. 21 years. So many tried to kill it. So many tried to bash it to the ground, but for some reason, it's still sailing. And you know why it's sailing? Because it's propelled by people who totally believe, in themselves, believe in their people. And that's what you need to do. You start believing in yourself, believing in the people, really building them the best you could. Like you want to build someone, build him to be the best leader, best, even better than you. You don't suppress them. When you want to build someone, you don't suppress them. You don't pull them down. When you build someone, I remember when VJ was building me. Do you know, at one point in the beginning, 21 years ago, I could not even speak in a crowd. I was just so nervous. I could not speak with 3, 4 people. I was so nervous. So he pushed me. He didn't try to be the best speaker, or it's just me because I'm the one who speaks the most. No, he would push the people who couldn't speak. Make them go through the suffering of nervousness. It's all part of it. Making the mistake. So how would you train someone? If you're the only one speaking, if you're all doing the work. In fact, leaders, you must be like conductors, you train your people. Like what Dato was saying, right? Monkey see, monkey do. So of course, you should also be able to do what you're teaching them. But this is so important. Integrity, teaching them what is right, what is wrong, cheating. How can we fix it if we're not going to hear about it? Or by the time we hear it from the newspaper. So IRs, this is our home. This is our network. Make it your network. Make it your last one. So build it. One person here could have a whole organization on his own. Because the culmination of any IRs is you become a CEO of your own network. True? If that's not your goal, to be a CEO of your network, then what are you doing here? You're just after a one-day check commission? Why go for a one-day check commission when you could go on a long-term, monthly, weekly check on a regular basis, where you could build a whole strong foundation? Be the CEO that you always dreamed of. And that's the opportunity we have. I get excited talking, but at the same time, I also know the kind of challenges that you guys would be facing. And sometimes I look at your faces, kind of like, oh, do they have what it takes? How can I express the 20 years of frustrations we had? And this all I do. Everywhere I go, all I do is try to inspire people, talk to them about the different challenges they face and give them hope, inspire them, and try to lead them not to give up. Because really, no one could do this business for you but you. No one could do this for you. So don't expect upline. Don't think, my upline would do this. Oh, my sideline would do this. Oh, my downline would do. I just look for a downline and they do the work for me. It's not going to happen. You have to be solidly building it yourself and be an example. Because you already know what you want to see in a leader. Do you not? But you know what? Whatever you're seeing that you think I should have, you must have.
Yes.
You must have.
Yes.
Are you not a leader?
Yes.
You have 2, you have 3. Even if you don't have downlines, you have children, you have wife, you have family, you have husband. It doesn't matter who leads in the house. Who leads in the house is the leader. Not because you're a man, you're automatically a leader. Sometimes the wife is even a better leader than you. You know what I mean? Take the lead. Let your wife take the lead. Or sometimes the children might be taking the lead. That's a fact. In such certain situations, let them take the lead. But we're all leaders. And as leaders, we're here to inspire.